We are 15, so we are 15. We're above Man United and Spurs in the Premier League. Football's fun. When you win matches, it is fun. It's just finished. Manchester United 0, West Ham United 2. Welcome to Talk a Good Game. What a masterclass! Masterclass from Graham Potter. He's made Ruben Amorim look like he should go back to Sporting. Fantastic. Who's seen that coming? Not many people, admittedly. Welcome. Thank you very much for joining me. If you're new to the channel, please do subscribe and all that. And also drop a like on the video as well by clicking the thumbs up button. Listen, let's be honest. Let's be honest. When the team came out, I was not happy. I was very angry. Well, actually, I wasn't. That's a lie. I just laughed. I saw the lineup. Starting 11 came out. I thought, what's he doing? Why are we playing, Creswell? But not that. I wrongly assumed he was going to be left wing back until someone pointed out it might be Soucek Wan-Bissaka. But Rodriguez was the main one in midfield, wasn't it? Paqueta on the bench. I saw the 11. I thought, what on earth is Potter doing? Well, I know now. I know what he was doing. He was cooking up a masterclass. He beat Ruben Amorim easily at Old Trafford today. Our season's been crap, innit? But today was fun. I enjoyed that. Let's add the context first, shall we? Before someone does it on our behalf. Man, you have a bigger priority. Man, you were crap today. They didn't really want it until the last 20 minutes when they started whipping crosses in. They looked like they couldn't be arsed, but I don't really care. We've won. It's been ages since we've won. The last team we beat was Leicester City. And I can't even remember if it was February or March. I don't even know what month it was, but it wasn't April. I know that much. We started all right, actually. The first few minutes was a bit scrappy from us. A lot of misplaced passes and a lot of just bleh from West Ham. But we got the goal in 26 minutes. It was, do you know something? It was a really good team goal as well. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Good build-up play down the left-hand side. A good ball into Kudus from Wan-Bissaka. Really good ball by Adam Wan-Bissaka from Mohamed Kudus. Smash it across the face of the goal. Tomas Soucek gets something on it. It might have hit a mass as well. I don't really care. 1-0 West Ham. From then on, Man U didn't really trouble Areola. I think Ahmad had a shot on target from a shot from quite far out. But we were the better team in the first half. We deserved to be 1-0 up at half-time, I think. Now, like I said, the context is already applied. It was 17 playing 16 coming into this game. It wasn't anything to write home about. But we looked all right. I thought a lot of our players were looking sharp. I thought Kudus was by far our best player in the first half. I think Wan-Bissaka was very good across 90 minutes. And spoiler, my man in match is Adam Wan-Bissaka. But I think in the first half, I think Kudus was on it. Soucek had an important role, was playing it well. I actually thought Rodriguez grew into the game as well, actually. He looked rusty in the first few minutes of the game. But I actually thought a couple of misplaced passes aside, he looked all right. I thought Aaron Creswell was looking like one of our best players again. We've announced he's off ski, which we'll discuss in a different video, but I thought he looked good for the duration of the match as well. But we made it 1-0 and we deserve to. We deserve to. Anyway, went in at halftime, came out, and it was a case of, are Man United going to step it up a gear? Have they had a row from Amorim, or are they going to continue in first gear because of the Europa League final? A bit of both. I think they started to try a little bit more in the second half. I think we sat back a little bit more in the second half as well. And they started to be a bit more direct, which is just get the crosses in. And once Harry Maguire was on the pitch, it was working. But up until that point, we were dealing with them pretty well, to be honest with you. But we made it 2-0 in the 57th minute. Ugarte got tackled by Wan-Bissaka in the middle of the pitch. Kudus picked the ball up. He ran at the Man U defence. He sent Harry Maguire back to Leicester City. He sent Lindelof to IKEA. The ball fell to Wan-Bissaka. Lovely ball across the face of the goal to Jarrod Bowen with it's a tap in, but I think it's one of them. It's a bit more difficult than it looks, actually, with the pace of the ball and the goalkeeper and the defender in the way as well. It's a good finish by Jarrod Bowen. 2-0 West Ham. And at that point, I thought, we've won this game. We have won this game. Easy. We were making it look easy. From then on, I thought, Man U were the better side, but we had our part to play in that because we decided to retreat and essentially park the bus. But it worked. We restricted them to crosses only. And like I said, bar Maguire, we were all right. Hoyland could have and probably should have scored at least 2 today, but he's a striker just out of confidence at the minute. And it showed for large parts of that game. But yeah, it finished. I don't really have much else to talk about in the actual game. We'll talk about individual performers. Ariel had a really good second half as well. I just want to say a massive thank you, actually, to JP. £2 super chat. So happy I would sit on Nick and Northie's faces. Why not? Guys is hoping Gonzo has a big spoon for humble pie. Thank you for your £2 super chat, and thank you to Hughes for the $5 as well. It says happy Mother's Day and a very happy Hammers Day. I can only assume it's Mother's Day over in America. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and thank you for you three for your donations. Help the channel out quite a lot. Speaking of helping the channel out, we've got a raffle on at the minute for Jarrod Bowen signed goodies. We've got 2 items up for grabs at the moment, but there will be a third one. Bear with me. So one of the prizes we've got is a signed Jarrod Bowen shirt. The next prize that is currently up for grabs is a program from Prague, the final when we beat Fiorentina to lift the Conference League trophy, signed by Jarrod Bowen as well. And there will be a third prize. If it arrives here in time, the third prize will be a signed captain's armband. So Premier League captain's armband signed by Jarrod Bowen. If it does not arrive in time, it will be another Conference League final program. So there'll be 2 of those up for grabs. If you fancy entering, the link's in the description below or the pinned comments of the video. It's £5 per ticket. But if you buy 2 tickets, you'll get a third ticket for free. All proceeds come to Hammers Chat. I'm not going to pretend that this is for charity or anything like that. This is to help running Hammers Chat. We're very fortunate to do this as our job. This season's not been the best for Hammers Chat because of not having European football and just people switching off from West Ham. So Anthony, one of our patrons, suggested doing raffles. We did the Canio one. It went well. So if this one goes well too, we're going to do a raffle every single month, and we've got ways of doing it to keep it fresh. In a couple of months' time, the raffle will be £1. It will be £1 per ticket. So anyway, thank you very much for all your support. Right, I came into today's game. All week, I thought we'd get a draw. I was expecting a draw. I thought 2 teams that can't be arsed, and I think we've seen that from Man United today. The lineup come out. I wasn't happy, and as forgive me, Gaz says, big spoon for humble pie. Do you know something? I say we all, not everyone, majority of us need to do it. I feel good, and I'm going to go back to feeling good. I'm going to put a downer in here for the next minute, though. It doesn't change much for me. I'm not even sure it changes anything. I think it's a good win. It's a good result. It's fun. It's fun to look at the league table. It's funny to look at the league table that we're above Spurs and Man U, but does it make me any more confident going into next season? Not really. I think the lineup was surprising. I'm sure we'll get a bit of context, and I think I can guess what the context is, which is that we were going to be playing that team, but Paqueta instead of Rodriguez, and maybe Paqueta's asked not to play because he didn't come off the bench. I think that would back up my feeling, if you like, because why would he not bring Paqueta on? So I've got a feeling maybe Paqueta they decided he wasn't in the right frame of mind, which is understandable. So he put Rodriguez in, and that's going with it. Because if you were to swap Rodriguez for Paqueta, the team's not that surprising when you look at it. It's the back 3 that played last week. Soufal comes in for Emerson, and we've got the 2 strikers who we played when we played away to Brighton. That was how Potter played. And if you tuned in on Patreon to my Man U prediction show, I did my West Ham one as well. And I thought that's what we'd play, the 3-5-2 with the 2 strikers and Tomas Soucek as the number 10. So I'd imagine the context will be that Paqueta just wasn't up for it. That's a harsh terminology. Wasn't in the right frame of mind, as we've seen against Spurs last week. But I thought we played some nice stuff today, actually. All things aside and all jokes aside, we've played some good stuff for the first hour or so of that game. Some good performances. No one had a bad game today, as far as I'm concerned, in the West Ham shirt. There was a couple in the Man U shirt. But for us, nobody played poorly, and I think there was a lot to like. So while it maybe doesn't change the big picture for me, as in going forward into next season, it maybe changes me looking forward to next week against Nottingham Forest and then the last game against Ipswich, because if we could have some goals and we could have some results, it helps. It just boosts the morale a little bit. And when we did the build-up show, everyone was taking the piss, blah, 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 and having a laugh. And that's the right thing to do, I think. It's got to the point now where people have almost giving up, getting angry and getting frustrated. So we had a bit of an enjoyment today. It was fun, but honestly, I do think there was a lot to like. I enjoyed today's performance. In terms of individual performances, like I said, I think Wan-Bissaka was fantastic. The flicks and the tricks and the crosses and the tackles, he's got everything, doesn't he? He turned up and he showed Old Trafford what they're missing today. I thought he was absolutely fantastic. Like I said, first half, I thought Kudus was really good, pulling well wide on that left-hand side, and his link up with Wan-Bissaka in the first half was really good. I thought those two and Aaron Craswell was creating a really good trio down that side. And Man U couldn't cope with them. Our threat was coming from that side in the first half, little coming from the other side, although I do think Soufal had a couple of nice deliveries today, actually. Rodriguez grew into the game. He's the one that was the FA pick from Potter, and he started poorly. The first couple of really bad passes. Oh, no, this is going to be a long afternoon for him. Actually, I thought he grew into the game. And this is what I think most West Ham fans have this theory about Rodriguez, which is good player, wrong league. Just too slow for the Premier League, and that's it. And I think that's what we've got with Rodriguez. Today, because of the lack of pace from the Man U team, because of the way we played and they played, I think it allowed Rodriguez to have a good game. I think Soucek had a good game as well. I thought Bowen had a quiet game. Good goal, but apart from that, I thought he was actually anonymous, might be a bit harsh, but I don't think it was his best game by far. And in the second half, the last 20, 30 minutes especially, I thought Areola was called upon and made a couple of big saves, especially that one from Hoyland. Top save by Areola. Just want to say a massive thank you to Andy Phipps. Andy says, get in, love these kind of days. Happy for you guys and all the fans. Thank you for the £5 super chat. Helps the channel out quite a lot. Anyway, I think I might disappear. If you don't mind, I'm going to do one more promo, which is from my channel, Tartan Geo. If you fancy hearing more from me about football in general away from West Ham, links in the description below as well. But get your thoughts into the comment section underneath. Tomorrow's Monday, so I will be live. What we'll say 6 p.m. I'll go live at 6 p.m. where I interact with you guys and see what you're all saying. Maybe some people have watched that and been given a bit of hope about Graham Potter, and that would be fair. Tell me tomorrow night. We'll have a little chinwag. Anyway, right, I'm off skis. Thank you very much for joining me. Well done, Graham Potter. That's what I will end up by saying. Well done, Graham Potter, because he got a lot of criticism when the lineup came out, which I think is fair, by the way. I think it's fair. We went 8 games without a win coming into today, and he's put in Rodriguez, who hasn't even had a sniff under Potter for the last few weeks. So I think the criticism was fair. But tactically, he was spot on out there. Tactically, we were right. When the subs were made, I'm not going to lie, I thought they were a bit defensive orientated when he took off Kudus and Bowen for Fulkrug and Sola. I thought, oh, there goes any counter-attack threat we had. The pace went off the pitch. It worked. And I do worry that would perhaps not work against a better side. And Man U went close. Let's not pretend Man U didn't deserve it. I think Man U deserved a goal out of that, especially Harry Maguire. He was their biggest threat. But Potter got it right today. Tactically, spot on. Starting 11 was spot on in the end. So big well done to him. I'm the first one to criticize him. To be fair, I've got to be the first one to credit him. I didn't see it coming in a million years. Like I said, I was taking the piss before the match. Turns out Potter knows more than me. What a shock. Anyway, right, love you and leave you. Thank you very much for joining me. Drop a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to Hammers chat. And I'll catch up with you tomorrow night, Monday night, 6 p.m. on this channel. Be there. I'll see you soon.